Okay guys, thank you very much, and this is ProGraphics once again, and today I'm going to teach you on how to master your mixer brush in frequency separation. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, try your best to subscribe to my channel as we all move and learn together. Okay, so let's start. Now, those of us, this is our first time coming to do with a mixer brush. You come to this side, you see the brushes over here, and some of you might not even see your mixer brush over here. So you come to these three dots over here, you left click, you go to edit, and you might find it somewhere here. You just select it and click done. That is all. But since mine is over here, I just select, and guys, look at the settings. Now most of you, for the first time, you will see that there will be a color over here. There will be a color over here like this. So what happens is that you come and click this one, or you click on this drop down, then you click on clean brush. Now your brushes, here's the brushes that you are using. You must always choose the smooth brush, then make sure that your hardness is at 0. Then from there, let's move straight. You make sure that this one is click, so that any stroke that you do doesn't copy a sample of that stroke onto the other side. Now my basic settings is 9% for the width, the load 75, the mix is 90, the flow is 100%. So guys, you can also use this for your retouching when you are using the mixer brush, and it will really help you. Then here I leave it to 10%. Okay, so the next thing that you should also take note of is this one. Now, sample all layers. This sample all layers should always be checked off. Now let's go to the frequency separation. Let me come to my action over here. So you click on your frequency separation like this. And when you're also dealing with your Gaussian blur, or you are dealing with your lows, you should also make sure that you should push your radius to the extent that you don't see a texture on the face of your subject. So let me go to somewhere 13.9. I think this one will be okay for me. Then I click OK. Then let me show you something over here. Okay, so guys, for instance, I'll choose my low as we always used to do. Then let me click, let me increase the size of my brush. Then let me show you something. Okay, I've done this. Now when I check on this sample layer, look at what happens. You can see it picks the samples around and duplicates it, and apart from that, it's also making the texture appear more, and that is not what we are doing within the within using the mixer brush in our frequency separation. So always make sure that we have toggled this one off. Okay, so let's delete this, then come back again to our frequency separation. Now basically, when you are doing your frequency separation, we are trying to mix the uneven skin tones, making sure that all of them are in a good texture, okay, or all of the skin tones are uniform. Let me say that all the skin tones are uniform. Now, so I'm going to show you a technique by making sure that the mid-tones, the highlight, and the shadows are uniform. Okay, so you come over here on the adjustment layer, then click on your black and white over here. Then what you're going to do is you crush your reds, so that you can see the difference between your shadows, your mid-tones, and your highlight. Now guys, you should take note of something over here. You are going to do this by clicking on your blur. When you click on your blur, or also with some of the frequency separation actions or some of the panels, you see low. Okay, click on this one, then you do it according to the symmetry of the face. Okay, so I'll come over here, then I'll begin to blend. But the best way of blending, now number one technique, is we have added the black and white for it to be a guide for us to begin to it between the highlight, the shadows, and the midtones. So you take off the texture. Then guys, listen to something. The more that you begin to apply your mixer brush over here and it looks plastic, the more better it becomes when you add your textures to the layer. So take note of that. Okay, so if those guys that have followed me for some time now, you get to know that we used to use the black and white when we are doing our dodge and bend, so that we can be able to identify the shadows from the highlights and the midtones. Okay, so the more plastic it becomes over here, the better it looks when you add the texture to it. So here are the shadows. So you do them separately. Now you don't mix them, you do them separately. So you can see I'm working separately with the highlight. Okay, same here. Let me reduce the size of the brush. Then when it comes to the nose, we do the same thing. When you look at this side, there are a lot of shadows over here. So you blend it to the time it becomes what? Uniform. Okay, so that is the main purpose of using the mixer brush. And guys, if you really follow this step, you become a pro. Okay, a pro in using the mixer brush. So you can see. Okay, so let's do it now. Come over here, look at it. So we go this way, we go this way, then we come this way, come this way. So you can see that it is really blended. Okay, it is really getting blended. We are blending them very nice. Okay, so there are shadows over here, highlights over here. Okay guys, this tutorial I want it to be a very quick one, shouldn't take more of our time. So you just follow the steps, look at the settings, and you also apply the same thing, and guys, it will work for you. It will really work for you. Okay, so you do same. Okay, let's reduce the brush over here. Okay, now let's turn off the black and white. Then let us bring our textures. Now let's look at the before and the after. Before, after. So guys, you can see before, after, before, after. So you can see that the blending has been massive. The blending has been massive. The blending has been massive. So let's do some few attachments to it, then we bring today's tutorial to an end. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed the tutorial. Okay, so okay, so let me bring my texture back, then take off the black and white. So guys, as you can see, we have done it, and we have made sure that the highlight, the midtones, and the shadows are well blended. So look at it, before and after, before and after, before and after. So guys, you can apply the same settings. So let me run it up so that we bring this video to an end. So you can see I came over here and chose my mixer brush, and I told you that you come over here, clean brush, then you toggle this one off, then your wet should be 9%, load 75, mix 90, the flow should be 100%, then here should be 10%. After that, you come and you start with your frequency separation, then you bring in your black and white, you crash the reds, you crash the reds over here, so that it will give you the vivid difference between the midtones, the highlights, and the shadows. Then from that, you just take off your textures, then you begin to use your mixer brush to do your mixing. Then after that, you get your beautiful result as we are having now. That is before and after. Okay, thank you very much, guys. If you find this video to be helpful, please subscribe to my channel. And as you know, I'm not the one that shot this particular picture. It's a friend photographer, Slamy Photography. So I'll leave his Instagram link into my description so that you can follow him on Instagram. Guys, thank you very much and have a blessed day. Bye bye.